I've started on another project. It's a SquareBody 4x4 for Milton Hitch, GMC. What we're going to do is build an engine and install it, do some body work and paint, lift it, put some big wheels and tires on it, and I've nicknamed this build Serious because when you see the engine, you're going to know that's exactly what it is. Picked up a bunch of 454 parts, bored 30 over, and it's going to be 461 cubic inches. These are the brand new flat top pistons that are going to allow it to have just a little more compression. The rods look gorgeous, and they've got cap screws on them. Those things hold great. This is the kind of thing that I like to use. This is for Milt's big block going in a SquareBody pickup truck 4x4. The crankshaft looks fantastic. I'm leaving it in the bag, but you can see the fillets on the oil holes. Brand new lifters. Down here we have timing chain and gear set, comp cam, sealed power rings, milling oil pump, and other odds and ends, bearings, rod bearings, main bearings, and over here is the block. Kevin bored it. I've got a video coming of him boring this particular block. I haven't seen the block since Kevin hot tanked it, bored it, and put the cam bearings in. It'll be a surprise for all of us. Ooh. Kevin got a brand new boring bar, which he's very proud of, and he was telling me all about it. We'll get some more details on that particular machine work a little later. But boy, do the bores look nice. finally got the block back from the machine shop. Kevin got it bored. 454 is now 30 over. It's going to equal 461 cubic inches. I've got all new parts and a few parts that need to be used from the original engine are being properly cleaned and going to start reassembling now. There's a lot of critical steps in assembling an engine. One that's quite important is torquing down the head bolts. They have to be done in a certain sequence and to a certain torque specification. That's why the torque wrench. I've already torqued all these down halfway. Now I need to finish them up, and they have to be done in sequence. The long bolts to between 75 and 80 foot-pounds of torque, and the short bolts on the outside 65 to 68. I have to do these, and then I have to do the other side twice. With the heads properly torqued on, we can move on to some more fun stuff. But for the time being, just to protect everything until I get the lifters and push rods in, I'm just going to set the intake manifold on it. Oh, that looks nice. I rebuilt this quadrant jet. It's an 800 CFM. They came in two sizes, 750 and 800. And for the big block, the 800 is a good idea. Even though we're not going to turn a lot of RPM, it's going to make a lot of torque down low. And to protect from any dust getting into it, I'm going to set the valve covers on. They've been powder coated, like the timing cover. That's got a brand new double roller timing chain and gear set in it. Yeah, I think that's going to look just fine. As the engine comes together, I will post somewhere in this video a couple of screenshots of a DYNO program that I have in my computer. I took all the build data and entered it into that program, And it gives a fair idea of what kind of engine we're going to be dealing with. And with 460 foot-pounds of torque or so from 2,500 RPM all the way up to 4,500 RPM, this thing's going to be a very serious engine. And that's exactly where this whole truck is going to live, not RPM, because it's got an automatic transmission, and that's where the torque is needed. So it should be a lot of fun. Well, that's about going to wrap it up for this episode. I'm waiting for more parts to come in so I can finish assembling this, and I want to show that in another video. In the meantime, I have to rebuild all of the brake system on the GMC K1500 because everything was shot, rusted. Water has penetrated many areas, so I'm going to redo everything. And I've got to pull the engine out of that truck, clean up the whole engine compartment and paint it. We'll show these details as we go along. So that's it for this episode.